As winter descends on northeastern Finland, the landscape transforms into a realm of silence and anticipation. The snow-blanketed forests and frozen lakes, once symbols of tranquility, now set the stage for a profound shift in the nation's identity and purpose. A new kind of storm gathers, one not of weather, but of soldiers, tanks, and artillery moving with purpose through the icy terrain. The rumble of engines and the crunch of boots in the snow echo a new era of vigilance. In late 2025, Finland launches its largest military exercises since joining NATO, marking a dramatic shift from decades of neutrality to a posture of active deterrence. The sight of Finnish troops assembling under the NATO insignia is a powerful symbol of this transformation. The centerpiece of these exercises, Northern Strike 225, unfolds at Rovajarvi, a vast training area near the sensitive border with Russia. This location is no accident, it's a deliberate choice, sending a clear message to both allies and potential adversaries about Finland's resolve and strategic priorities. These drills are far more than routine maneuvers. They represent Finland's transformation from a neutral buffer state to a fortified NATO bastion on the alliance's northern flank. Every movement, every exercise, is a demonstration of commitment and capability. 20,000 soldiers from all branches of the Finnish Defence Forces mobilize, embodying the nation's total defense concept. This approach integrates not only military might, but also civilian resources and expertise, forging a resilient society prepared for any threat. The exercises test rapid mobilization, the ability to coordinate complex operations, and the seamless integration of Finnish forces with NATO partners. It's a rigorous trial of readiness, adaptability, and unity. For Finland, this is not just about joining an alliance on paper. It's about proving itself as a fully capable partner, one that can be relied upon in times of crisis, and that brings unique expertise in Arctic and winter warfare to the NATO table. The message is unmistakable. Finland stands ready to defend every inch of its land, no matter the season or the challenge. In this new era, the nation's resolve is as unyielding as the winter itself. Northern Strike 225, commencing on November 17, 2025, marks a pivotal moment for Finland's armed forces. This is not just another drill, it's Finland's largest and most complex artillery and mortar exercise of the year, designed to test the limits of both equipment and personnel in the harshest winter conditions. Over 2,200 dedicated personnel and 500 military vehicles converge on the vast, frozen expanse of Rovajarvi. Here, the snow-covered landscape transforms into a dynamic proving ground where coordinated firepower and rapid mobility are put to the ultimate test. Soldiers from 3 separate brigades, alongside the Finnish border guard, join forces. This collaboration is crucial, as it helps close operational gaps, fosters trust, and builds a unified front capable of responding to any threat. The exercise is a true logistical and tactical challenge. Every aspect is refined, from gathering real-time intelligence and planning complex maneuvers, to executing precise, overwhelming artillery strikes under pressure. Reservists, who form the backbone of Finland's defense strategy, are called from their everyday civilian lives and thrust into intense, realistic combat scenarios. Their adaptability and commitment are put to the test as they transition from ordinary citizens to soldiers. The relentless training pushes every participant to their physical and mental limits, forging not just discipline and resilience, but also a deep sense of camaraderie and national pride. Finland's unique defense model relies on these ordinary citizens, teachers, engineers, students, whose unwavering commitment forms a formidable shield for the nation. Through these demanding drills, Finland ensures that, if ever called upon, its people are not only ready, but determined to defend their homeland with skill, unity, and resolve. Northern Strike 225 features international forces, underscoring Finland's deep NATO integration. A Polish rocket launcher battery joins Finnish troops, demonstrating real-world Allied interoperability. Together, they coordinate fire missions, standardize procedures, and build trust, turning a national drill into a true Allied operation. This collaboration reflects a broader pattern of military cooperation along NATO's eastern flank, especially among nations bordering Russia. The logistical feat of moving Polish units to Finland tests NATO's ability to reinforce and sustain its members. Ensuring rapid Allied deployment is as vital as combat training itself. The successful arrival of Polish forces proves NATO's defense plans are more than theory. The message, an attack on one is an attack on all. The main goal of Northern Strike 225 is to sharpen Finland's military for winter warfare. Sub-zero temperatures and heavy snow test both soldiers and equipment, turning Finland's harsh climate into a strategic advantage. The drills rehearse rapid mobilization, mechanized assaults, and logistics in extreme conditions. Lessons learned refine tactics for fighting and winning in the cold. Seamless cooperation between Army, Navy, Air Force, and Border Guard is put to the test. These exercises build a credible deterrent, making clear that any aggression will meet a swift, unified response. Finland's Arctic expertise strengthens NATO's northern posture. The drills prove Finland is a security provider, not just a beneficiary. For decades after Weitund, Finland maintained careful neutrality, balancing sovereignty with caution toward the Soviet Union. This changed overnight when Russia invaded Ukraine in 2022, shattering trust and shifting public opinion. Finland swiftly applied for NATO membership, ending its non-aligned stance and doubling NATO's border with Russia. Integration into NATO required more than politics. It meant aligning military planning, equipment, and joint exercises. The 2025 drills are a key step, showing Finland is not just protected by NATO, but ready to contribute. The nation's journey from neutrality to frontline NATO state is a defining story of modern European security. Finland's transformation is both rapid and resolute. Its commitment to collective defense is now unmistakable. The Ukraine war has deeply altered Finnish-Russian relations, ending decades of pragmatic cooperation. Finland imposed sanctions, supported Ukraine, and built border defenses, accepting economic hardship for security. Border towns grew quiet as trade and tourism vanished, replaced by suspicion and confrontation. The Finnish military has studied Ukraine's battlefield, adapting lessons on mobility, drones, and artillery. Recent exercises reflect this learning, focusing on mechanized assaults and electronic warfare. The war in Ukraine is now Finland's real-world laboratory for defense. The new reality, vigilance, replaces trust on the eastern frontier. Finland's military drills have drawn sharply contrasting reactions from Helsinki and Moscow. Finnish leaders frame the exercises as prudent, defensive, and essential for national and regional security. The government emphasizes transparency and alliance commitments, insisting the drills are meant to deter, not provoke. Across the political spectrum, there's consensus. A strong defense is non-negotiable. Russia, meanwhile, condemns NATO's expansion and labels Finland's actions as provocative. Moscow warns of countermeasures, fueling a climate of tension and unpredictability. The rhetoric reflects a deepening rift, with each side viewing the other as destabilizing. The Baltic region is now a focal point in the new East-West confrontation. Northern Strike 225 is just one part of a sweeping series of Finnish military exercises in late 2025. Lively Sentry 25 drills urban combat with over 6,500 soldiers, applying lessons from Ukraine's city battles. Northern Axe 25 tests reservists in brigade-level combat, with British troops joining to strengthen NATO ties. Lapland Steel 25 brings Finnish, Swedish, and British forces together for Arctic operations, cementing a unified Nordic defense. ADEX Mallet Strike 225 focuses on air defense and electronic warfare, preparing for high-tech threats. These exercises showcase a multi-layered, resilient defense strategy, fully integrated with key allies. Finland's training is robust, modern, and multinational. Finland's massive 2025 exercises are more than just military training. They represent a powerful declaration of national resolve and a clear signal to the world about Finland's place in the new European security landscape. These exercises are a statement of identity and commitment, showcasing Finland's determination to defend its sovereignty and support its allies. By mastering the art of winter warfare and embracing the concept of total defense, Finland transforms itself into a formidable deterrent along NATO's longest and most exposed border with Russia. This expertise is not just about survival in harsh conditions. It's about sending a message of readiness and resilience. The scale and complexity of these drills prove that Finland is not just a security consumer, but a true security provider. By strengthening NATO's northeastern flank and enhancing the alliance's Arctic posture, Finland is helping to reshape the balance of power in the region. Allied integration is on full display, from Polish rocket artillery to British troops training side by side with Finns. These joint maneuvers demonstrate that reinforcement plans are not just theoretical, they are real, tested, and effective in practice. The message to Moscow is unmistakable. NATO's will and capability are stronger than ever, and any miscalculation will be met with a united and immediate response. Finland's bold moves are now a cornerstone of European stability, shaped by the hard lessons learned from the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. The stakes are higher, and the commitment to collective defense has never been clearer. Finnish soldiers now stand guard on a new front line for democracy, vigilance etched into every patrol and every watchful gaze across the frosty horizon. The shield forged in the north is more than a line of defense. It is a symbol of a resilient, united Europe, ready to face the challenges of tomorrow together, no matter how cold the winds may blow.